Have you ever wondered about the forgotten wars of history that have shaped our world in ways we might not even realize? Let's delve into one such chapter today, the Yavapai Wars. These clashes, often overlooked in our history books, played a pivotal role in shaping the United States as we know it. In the heart of the southwestern United States, the Yavapai people thrived, living in harmony with the rugged landscape. Their lives, however, were not always peaceful. They were soon embroiled in a series of conflicts that would forever alter their way of life. These wars were not as widely known as the American Civil War or World War II, yet their impact was profound. They were not just battles fought over territory or resources. They were a desperate struggle, a fight for survival, for sovereignty, and for a way of life that was being threatened. The Yavapai Wars were not just a series of battles, they were a struggle for survival and sovereignty. The echo of these wars may be unheard in our modern times, but their impact reverberates through the annals of history. The Yavapai Wars didn't erupt in a day. It was a consequence of a series of events. The roots of this conflict can be traced back to the mid-19th century. The Yavapai tribe, native to the southwest, lived peacefully for centuries, their way of life deeply intertwined with the land. But with the advent of settlers, their tranquility was disrupted. The settlers, driven by the lure of gold, encroached upon Yavapai territories, sparking off the initial tensions. The discovery of gold in the 1850s only exacerbated the situation. The gold rush brought a flood of prospectors to the region, all seeking their fortune in the rich soils of the southwest. The Yavapai's ancestral lands were trampled upon, their sacred sites desecrated in the relentless pursuit of gold. Alongside the gold rush, territorial disputes added fuel to the fire. The settlers, in their quest for expansion, ignored the Yavapai's rightful claim to the land. The Yavapai, who had once freely roamed these lands, now found themselves confined, their freedom curtailed. The tensions between the Yavapai tribe and the settlers simmered, gradually escalating into a conflict that would shape the future of the region. This friction, born of greed and territorial ambition, was the spark that ignited the Yavapai Wars. These events set the stage for a violent and tumultuous period in the history of the American Southwest. The Yavapai Wars weren't a single event, but a series of battles and skirmishes over a span of several years. The conflict was not a linear progression, but a chaotic whirlwind of violence and upheaval. Let's start with one of the major events, the Battle of Skull Cave. This battle was a pivotal point, a brutal clash that echoes in the annals of history. The Yavapai, a group known for their resilience and determination, found themselves facing formidable foes in this bloody confrontation. The strategies and tactics used during these wars were as diverse as the landscape itself. Some favored direct confrontation, others opted for guerrilla warfare, using the rugged terrain to their advantage. The Yavapai proved to be tenacious fighters, their knowledge of the land giving them a unique edge over their adversaries. Key figures emerged during these wars, leaders who guided their people through the storm. On one side, you had the Yavapai leaders like Wabayuma and Taniji, who fought tirelessly for their people's survival. On the other, U.S. Army officers like General George Crook, who sought to pacify the region. The Yavapai Wars were not just battles over land, but also battles of wills, a struggle for survival, and a fight for a way of life. They were a test of endurance, of resilience, and of the human spirit. The wars were brutal and bloody, leaving a deep scar on the Yavapai people. Every war has its aftermath, a time for picking up the pieces and reflection. Let's turn our gaze to the aftermath of the Yavapai Wars. The echoes of the conflict reverberated through the lives of the Yavapai tribe, altering their existence in ways unimaginable. Displaced from their ancestral lands, they found themselves adrift in an unfamiliar world, their traditional way of life disrupted. Yet, the Yavapai were not destined to be mere victims of history. Over time, they found their way back to their lands, a testament to their indomitable spirit and tenacity. Their journey was not without its challenges, but their resilience shone through, a beacon of hope amidst the tumultuous tides of change. The long-term effects of the Yavapai Wars continue to resonate today. The experiences of the tribe, their displacement and eventual return, serve as poignant reminders of the disruptive power of conflict and the enduring strength of the human spirit. The Yavapai Wars, a forgotten chapter of history, serves as a reminder of the price of progress and the resilience of the human spirit.